This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, your daily moment of calm, guidance, and encouragement as we navigate aging, caregiving, and living well together. Now, let's get on with today's episode.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, where we explore practical tips, resources, and inspiring stories to support older adults and their families. Today, we're looking into a fascinating topic that has touched the lives of so many people through the years, the role of music therapy in senior care. If you've ever had a song take you back to a special moment, maybe your wedding day, your high school prom, or even a lullaby that your parents sang when you were little, you already know how powerful music can be. For seniors, especially those dealing with health challenges, memory loss, or emotional struggles, music isn't just entertainment, it's also therapy. So today we'll explore what music therapy really is, how it works in elder care, the benefits it provides, and how families can make music part of their caregiving toolkit. And just to keep it lively, I've got a couple of stories, interesting research, and even some real-world tips for caregivers who want to introduce more music into daily life. Let's start with the basics. Music therapy isn't just playing music in the background while seniors eat dinner or rest in a care home. It is actually an evidence-based clinical practice where a trained music therapist uses music interventions to achieve specific goals for their clients. These interventions can include listening, singing, songwriting, or even movement to music. They don't always require musical talent from the participants. It's about engaging with music in a way that supports emotional, cognitive, and physical well-being. The American Music Therapy Association defines it as, quote, the clinical and evidence-based use of music interventions to accomplish individualized goals within a therapeutic relationship, end quote. So in a nursing home or assisted living setting, a music therapist might lead a group of residents in singing familiar songs to encourage memory recall. In a hospital, music therapy might involve soothing someone with anxiety before surgery. And in hospice care, it can help with spiritual connection, meaning, and comfort at the end of life. Music works so powerfully for seniors because it reaches parts of the brain that remain strong even as other areas weaken with age or illness. Neurologists have found that the regions of the brain associated with music and emotions are often less affected by Alzheimer's disease and other dementias compared to memory centers. That means even when a person doesn't remember their children's names or what day of the week it is, they may still remember the words to a favorite old song. Maybe you've seen those viral videos where a senior who seems unresponsive suddenly lights up and starts singing along to a tune like "You Are My Sunshine" or a hymn from childhood. Well, that's music therapy in action, unlocking memories and emotions stored deep inside the brain. Importantly, it's not just about memory. Music can stimulate dopamine release, which lifts mood. It can lower cortisol, reducing stress. And it can even support motor coordination. Think of seniors doing rhythmic marching or clapping exercises set to music to help with balance and mobility. Let's explore some of the most meaningful benefits. Well, there's memory and cognition. Music therapy can help stimulate recall in seniors with dementia. Even just hearing familiar songs from their youth can bring back long-forgotten details. For example, hearing a song from the 1950s might remind a senior of hanging out at the local soda fountain, their first job, or early romances. There's also emotional expression and stress relief. Music provides an outlet for emotions in ways that words sometimes can't. Seniors dealing with grief, depression, or the stress of losing independence often find relief through musical activities. A calming song can ease anxiety, while lively dance music can bring joy and laughter. There's also social engagement. Group music therapy creates shared experiences. Imagine a group of seniors clapping, drumming, or singing folk songs together. This creates connection, reduces isolation, and helps those who may otherwise feel withdrawn. There are also physical health benefits. Certain techniques improve breathing, speech production, and even range of motion. Rhythmic movement to music can support physical rehabilitation after a stroke, and simple beat-based activities can also promote motor coordination. It also helps with pain management. Music therapy has been shown in studies to reduce the perception of pain and the need for pain medication. It distracts the brain and activates natural relaxation responses. And there's a spiritual connection. For many seniors, especially those in hospice or end-of-life care, music connects them with their spiritual identity. Hymns, chants, and other meaningful songs can bring comfort and a sense of peace. Additionally, studies continue to show the measurable impact of music therapy. A 2018 study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that music therapy improved mood and cognition in older adults with dementia. Another study in the Journal of Pain and Symptom Management showed it helped reduce anxiety and symptoms in hospice patients. And according to the Alzheimer's Association, music can help manage behavioral symptoms of Alzheimer's, such as agitation and aggression, even better than some forms of medication. The scientific takeaway is clear. Music doesn't just entertain, it heals, calms, stimulates, and connects. Now let's talk about a story I think many listeners will find inspiring. A nursing home in New York started a project where they loaded iPods with personalized playlists for residents with dementia. One participant, Henry, had been withdrawn and nearly uncommunicative for years. But when staff placed headphones on him and played Cab Calloway's big band music, which were songs from his youth, Henry's face lit up. He started singing along, tapping his feet, dancing a little in his chair. Afterwards, he was more alert and talkative. This case became part of a documentary film called Alive Inside. It powerfully illustrates how music therapy bypasses the barriers of disease to touch the human spirit. So now let's look at some common ways music therapy is applied in senior care. In nursing homes and assisted living, music therapists often lead group sing-alongs, rhythm circles with drums or shakers, or guided relaxation with calming music. These sessions reduce boredom and create social bonds. In hospitals, music therapy may be used for seniors undergoing surgery or long treatments like dialysis. Listening to or making music can lower blood pressure, decrease anxiety, and improve the overall hospital experience. In hospice or palliative care, music therapy becomes deeply personal. Therapists might help patients create legacy songs or record messages in song form for loved ones. Gentle playing or singing provides comfort during final days. And in-home care, families can use music therapy principles at home. A caregiver might build playlists of meaningful songs, sing lullabies to calm a restless senior, or integrate music into daily routines like exercise or meal times. Whenever I talk about music therapy, a few myths and misconceptions come up, so let's bust them right now. Myth number 1, it's just music entertainment. The truth is that while both can involve listening or performing, music therapy is goal-oriented, led by a credentialed therapist and supported by research. Myth number 2, seniors need to be musical to participate. The truth is you don't have to sing, you don't have to play an instrument, or even remember lyrics. Passive listening and simple responses like tapping, humming, or moving are just as therapeutic. Myth number 3, Only people with dementia will benefit. The truth is, music therapy benefits healthy seniors too. It improves mood, encourages exercise, and combats loneliness. And myth number 4, music replaces medical treatment. Well, music therapy is complementary. It's not a substitute for medical care, but it enhances quality of life and can reduce the need for medications like sedatives or anti-anxiety drugs. Even without a trained music therapist, caregivers and family members can use music to enrich senior care at home. Here are some practical ideas. Create personalized playlists. Choose songs that were popular when the senior was a teenager or young adult. These are usually the most emotionally meaningful. Use music for routine. Play upbeat songs during exercise or chores. Use quiet or steady-paced songs for winding down at bedtime. Next, encourage participation. Even simple activities like clapping, humming, and tapping your feet can be therapeutic. Sing together. Singing is not only fun, it can improve lung function and language skills, and it's especially helpful for seniors recovering from a stroke. Explore music opportunities, live music. Community centers, churches, and senior homes often host concerts and music events. Attending provides both social and emotional enrichment. Be mindful of preferences. What soothes one person may irritate another. Always tailor music choice to personal taste. And balance volume and environment. Hearing challenges are common for seniors, so keep volume clear, but not overwhelming. How about the future of music therapy? Well, it's no surprise that technology is expanding possibilities for music in senior care. Smart devices can create customized playlists based on date of birth or listening habits. Virtual reality headsets are being paired with music so seniors can attend concert from their living rooms. Researchers are also exploring how artificial intelligence could design music specifically for therapeutic purposes by adjusting tempo, instruments, and tone in real time to match mood and physiological responses. Even so, at its core, music therapy will always remain deeply human. Nothing replaces the emotional connection of shared music. So what's the ultimate role of music therapy in senior care? It's a bridge between past and present, between memory and emotion, between isolation and connection. It helps seniors feel more like themselves, even when disease or age is taking other abilities away. As caregivers, loved ones, or professionals, the message is simple. Don't underestimate the power of music. Whether through certified music therapists or daily family moments around favorite songs, music can transform the care experience. So that's all for today's episode of the Senior Safety Advice Podcast. I hope you found this exploration into music therapy inspiring and practical. Until next time, keep supporting the seniors in your life with compassion, creativity, and maybe a little music. Take care. Bye.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.